through, and I'm super excited because we're continuing Ace Attorney Investigations collection. Let's go. Woo-woo. Super cool. Okay, so, as per usual, this is the part where I make sure everything is actually properly functioning. You can see. Oh no. Why can't you see? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, you can. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait. Okay, cool. Cool. Now, the real question is there lag or did I fix it? Did I finally get it? Did I finally figure it out? Because if I did, ooh, this is about to be an amazing stream. And it's only like 5 to 6 seconds. Ooh, the lag got fixed. But wait. What up, let's see. Like 5 to 6 seconds? 5 to 6 seconds? Yeah, that's not terrible. Oh, they had it again. Alright, bet. I don't know if you've heard this today, but you're visible to someone. Even if you feel invisible, know that someone sees you, know that someone loves you, know that someone is rooting for you. Woo! Alright, people. You should like, because the content will be awesome. You should share it because it will be inspiring. And you want other people to catch some of this energy. You should subscribe because you never know when I'm going to go live. You should hit the notification bell too, because sometimes YouTube don't tell you when someone's live. And then you should comment because this is a game where we can actually play together. And I think I fixed it. It's actually not that much delay between me speaking and you catching. So it should actually be a lot more fun. Alright. Turnabout Reminiscence. Did I spell this right? Reminiscence. That. I love seeing YouTube be so close in time. Like, it's not as caught up as Twitch, but that is completely fine with me. I can live with this. Like, that is barely in a delay. Okay, do I have anything to say first? Nope. Wow, this in HD looks great. September 10th, 4:15 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. In case you're unaware of what's going on, this is Miles Edgeworth. This is 7 years in the past. This is the DL10, DL8, the KG8. I'm tripping. This is the KG8 incident. It's actually the KG8 part 2. Like, they're calling this the second version of this incident. And right there, the guy in brown is the defendant, and the guy in black over him is the prosecutor. It would appear they have been murdered by each other. Is the only real explanation that they killed each other simultaneously. One had a gun, one had a knife, and they just, yeah, it's kind of weird. It's a little weird. This is Francesca. She hates our guts. Well, that's okay. Miles Edward, you should listen to someone until they are finished talking. What are you talking about? Ooh. She's 13. I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who is truly worthy of the Von Comrie name. Miles is, what, 19? The person that, oh wait, no. Miles is like 26, 24. And this is his first case. Go Miles! The person that figures out the truth first wins. I make no promises to read every single word. So the person who doesn't discover the truth isn't dishonored to the name. Exactly. I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come from your foolishly foolish mouth. Wait, she still acts like she's 13? Fine, whatever makes you happy. Can I take that as you accepting my challenge? Once again, whatever makes you happy. Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and prettily present it with the professional I am. Competing to discover the truth behind the crime. How delightfully childish. You kids over there. Hold it. Kid. Ha! Serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid. I said kids, kid. How dare you call me a kid as well? I'll do what I please and I won't allow you to cause ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy. You're going to watch over these two. Yes, sir. Detective Bat, sir. Now, do what I say from now on, kids, okay? You better not get in our way, Scruffy. You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do. You know, it's more of a writing crop right now, but Then you, prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started, alright? Great, now even that detective is treating me like a child. Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy. My name is Miles Edward. And if you were to call me prosecutor boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. Golly! Gumshoe been getting bullied since he met these people. You know, what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was? That's up to you now, isn't it? Really? Sounds good, pal. He's so naive. Alright. Let's get started. Detective Bad may have a word with you. You didn't even give me a chance to do anything. What is it? Appears that both the knife and the gun were used as murder weapons. Yeah, it does. That leads us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the men acquire the weapons? The gun was inside of Faraday's bag. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the Cadopian embassy staff member. But I never heard anything about the knife. Mr. Rowe was being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. Which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well. Could it have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented? But then, why doesn't Detective Bad know about it? Wait, what if it's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutorial evidence? He could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rowe with it. Huh. Maybe you've got a brain in there after all, kid. Is he gonna treat me like a child forever? Looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rowe first, who then counterattacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this. Not yet. I feel that it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. First, find conclusive evidence so as to protect the honor of the Von Karma name. Looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rowe. At first glance, it seems like they must have killed each other. However, using logic, the only logical conclusion is, aha! What was that outburst for? My detective's instinct just hit me real hard. It was Mr. Rowe that fell first, see? You don't need a detective's instinct for that. It's common sense. But I suppose we won't know much more until after I examine the bodies. Alright, people. Let us begin. Turnabout Reminiscence. Alright, first things first. Faraday. How ironic is it for him to lose his life in a courthouse? I don't know what to say. Can't believe this happened while I was on watch, pal. Rather than beating yourself up, you should spend your time continuing the investigation. Didn't you become a detective in order to solve crimes? Yeah. Get back to work. Find out the cause of his murder. Right. I'm on it, pal. Alright. First he killed a Cadopian staff member, then he was murdered himself. This guy wasn't exactly an angel, you know. Oh? What makes you say that? Was been hauled into the precinct several times for theft and assault, pal. So yeah, he's definitely the type to have committed a murder or two. Well, he did admit to killing Mr. Deadman. Hey, good point, pal. I knew my detective's intuition was telling me something. Detective's intuition? Yep. You know about it? It's a special feeling that all We don't have time for this conversation right now. Let's return to the investigation. Alright, got you. Let's look at your gun. Looks like Miss Faraday died while holding the gun in his right hand. So he shot Mr. Rowe and then fell on top of him while still gripping onto the gun. I guess that does seem kind of strange, huh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun? Not exactly rocket science, even I know how to pull a trigger. Although I doubt I'll ever need to use one. I hope I never have to fire a gun either, pal. But it sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hands. It appears that the police's screening procedures need a thorough review. Anyway, I should jot down some notes about the whole handgun in Mr. Faraday's hand. Shall we see if we can investigate it? We cannot. Alright. Okay. What about this thing? Why are there plastic bags scattered all around? Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, detective. Sure are good this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when is this guy? Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men? Is that my first logic bullet? It is. Okay. Oh, look, his hand. Oh, look, there's black stuff on it. I wonder what it could be. If you look closely, this blotching pattern resembles an ink stain. Interesting. An ink stain. Yes, I usually get ink on my hand when I use my feather pen. Feather pen? I've never seen one before. Sure you aren't just making it up, pal? Alright, let's see. Looks like Mr. Rell died with a knife in his hand. There's some blood stuck on it. Then he must have used this as a weapon. Yep, no doubt about it. Was Mr. Faraday carrying this on his personage? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? I should jot down some notes about it. Yeah, let's say I think that's everything on that. Mr. Rell's cause of death was from being shot, correct? That's what we think, but it's hard to tell with him lying face down. Death is bad enough, but it's truly lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth. Are you sure they were trying to hide something? Can't confirm Mr. Rell's cause of death with his body positioned like that. After bad, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail if possible. What's this? You're not able to form a theory with them the way they are? I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding perfect evidence, don't you? I suppose you do have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it. Labby. Oh, Labby. Yes, sir, we're taking enough photos of the scene, sir. And they Do you not approve? Of course not. What? Investigation of a crime scene is the work of a detective, so don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella, turn over the bodies for me, will you? Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir. Gumshoe, do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Alright. Let's see. Won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. So we got a pen in his pocket. It's a fountain pen. Alright. Hey, you know I always keep a pencil behind my ear. It's because Detective Bad is always telling me. You should always write your name on everything you own. Yes. Somehow you do strike me as quite a forgetful individual. Okay, let's gun again. He's holding the gun in his right hand. That's the one Mr. Rell got blown away by, right? Labby, your answer. Yes, sir. We found that the ballistics markings do match that gun. Ballistic markings are like a gun's fingerprints. If you get shot, then the ballistic markings of a bullet will match a specific gun. Ballistic markings are the figurative... Oh, look at that! Are the figurative fingerprints a gun leaves on a bullet when fired. Wow, look at that! Every gun leaves its own unique ballistic markings. Therefore, by looking at the markings on a bullet, you can tell which gun it came from. And there you have it. A better explanation than the one I just gave. But hey, I gave it first. Nice. Yeah, that's it. Of course, I already knew all about that, pal. Maybe you'd be better off going back to the academy. Come on, here comes the slack for you. So the bullet that was fired from this gun is what felled Mr. Rell. To his hose. There's a knife wound in his chest here, see? I wonder if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rell is holding. Labby! Yes, sir. Verifying now, sir. Be quick. From the look of things, one could deduce that the knife Mr. Rell is holding is what killed Mr. Faraday. Well, let's peep the knife. Looks like Mr. Faraday was stabbed with this knife that Mr. Rell is holding. Ouch! What's wrong, detective? My stomach started to hurt from just thinking about being stabbed. Just keep your mind on the case, alright? Alright, is that everything? Not missing anything? I probably need to logic. Fountain pen. Ink stain. Alright. Yay, nay. What are your thoughts? As I wait for the things to catch up. Oh wait, I have to save. While I'm saving, go ahead and type your responses. And I'm seeing yays. Alright. Let's go for it then. For the crowd, I see another yay. Okay, bet. The crowd has spoken. Let's see. What an intelligent bunch you are. Ooh. That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen. Ooh, let's ask the lab guy. Detective Gumshoe. I confirm that the substance on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I see. Good work. Ah, you know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it was just one time in my life. Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand. I think it's fair to assume he was left-handed. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well. Okay, if you say so, Val. Is that it? Oh, I didn't even see there was a bullet. Yep. Shot in the chest. Takes some guts to fire a gun in a courthouse. Speaking of, just in case you're just tuning in, this is the evidence we've collected. KG8 incident overview, gumshoes, testimony, a handgun. Then we have a knife. Then we have a fountain pen. And this is all the evidence, all the people we've interacted with so far. Okay, continuing. Takes some guts to fire a gun in a courthouse. I mean, I've been a detective for a whole week and I still haven't fired a single round yet. Really? Good for you. There aren't any burn marks on his clothes. That must mean... Wait, burn marks? A round grows very hot as it is discharged from a firearm. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when a shot is fired from point-blank range. Ergo, Mr. Rell must have been shot from at least a yard or two away. You see? Sure do know a bunch of neat stuff for your age, pal. Apparently this detective has as much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial. Let us now try to understand how the two men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife out from today's trial evidence. Then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rell and fired. However, Mr. Rell managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday while being shot. And the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory in any case. It's been a crazy way to go. Still, something about the explanation just doesn't seem right. I believe I now have a firmer grasp on what happened here. Alright. Let's investigate something else. Some plastic bags stacked upon the table. There's a tea set too. There doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance. Yeah, the table's all neat and tidy. Maybe they were super quiet in their scuffle. After all, I didn't hear anything from out in the hallway, you know. Maybe the plastic bags scattered on the floor throwing us off. Alright, we're going to save. And we're going to ask this. What do you think? Do you think the neat and tidy table and the plastic bags have anything to do with each other? Yay or nay? What are we thinking? Alright, we got a yay. Also, look at this. It's like not nearly as bad as it used to be. This is so great. Like I don't have to wait 20 minutes anymore. It means they weren't on the table. There's a very tidy pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. It's not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over during the struggle. In which case, might there not be another explanation as to how they got there? Another reason. I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow. Please get that blood away from me, pal. Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is on this bag? Hold on, let me ask the lab guy. Alright, please hurry. Whose blood do you think is on the table? Ah, you didn't even get a chance. Unfortunate. Wait till you get a load of this, pal. It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, and the technician said they didn't find anything else on or in the bag either. It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence. Okay, if you say so, I leave it in your hands, pal. I mean, it didn't look like the, knife wound really went that far. Decorative plants, foliage is quite nice, actually soothing. Has nothing to do with the case. Perhaps I should purchase one for my room. Sofa's ready to be disposed of. It's so soft I can sleep for all 25 hours of the day on this thing. If only I could dispose of him. Anything else? No? Barred windows. The window's open and there's a fresh flowery scent in the air. Ugh, the flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly. Do you think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change? Well, at least there's no way someone escaped through this window, pal. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the 3rd floor. Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars on the windows? Yeah, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could get through these windows, right? They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice. Whoa! What is it, Detective Gumshoe? My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal. Cutting edge. So perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized television like this one. Oh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge. Prepare yourself. It's a tape player. Some of you don't even know what that is. Back in the day, they used to have tapes. Not a CD. Not a digital download, but a tape. It's a giant rectangle. It's really awesome. Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work. The foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to shore up on. I guess there's not much left to investigate, huh? They really did kill each other. No, we can't conclude that quite yet. Why not? There's still something I find very peculiar here. It's a VCR. Whoa! Does anyone know what VCR stands for? That's a real question. The theory that they simply killed one another is too simplistic in this case. Oh, that's funny. You're asking the same thing. I feel like it does stand for something, and at the same time, I feel like I've been told that VCR actually stands for nothing. But I'm almost certain it stands for something. A video cassette. I don't know what the R stands for, but VC is totally video cassette. In fact, there's actually a contradiction that shows there's another possibility. No way, pal, really? Agreed. What contradiction are you seeing? Because I don't see one. Clearly they couldn't have killed each other, but... Oh, a video cassette recorder. Ah, see, I was right there. Alright, contradiction. I'm assuming it's his right hand. And the fact that he might be left-handed. That's the wrong thing. Ah, yeah. Any thoughts? Or are you or is someone thinking something different? Because I'm thinking the pen and his right hand. Because nothing else talks about that. That's what I go for. This spot's somehow connected. I agree with the pit. Bet.
Eureka!
Look at that! So quick! So much quicker. Now I come face to face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it is this. Mr. Faraday used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he's left-handed. And yet the handgun is in his right hand. Don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Fay would hold the gun in his right hand? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene. Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kind of strange. But how could something like that happen? Facts add up to one conclusion and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died. Someone else? Plastic bags scattered on the floor and a gun in the wrong hand. That's just the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who was serious about keeping the truth from us. Yay, congratulations! We completed the investigation. Very good, very good. September 10th. Ooh, look at the way it is like slowly inching out. That was weird. Here's the autopsy report. Francesca taking it. It's probable that Mr. Wells survived for a short time after he was shot. Ooh. However, Mr. Faraday died instantly from his stabbing. Interesting. It looks like we now know everything we need to know about this case. You sure we know everything? Of course! The incident began when Mr. Faraday attempted to get his revenge. The prosecutor went into a rage from being accused. She always coming up with these nonsense things, bro. The prosecutor went into a rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant. The defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. It's been the same person since she was 13. Ugh. Where's the growth? Do you really believe that to be the truth? Ha! Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you? That you don't want to believe it's true? Ugh. It's alright. If you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. You're asking me to do something. I should just wait for it to save. But, well, if there are any contradictions to be found, that is. Don't worry, I will. Oh my gosh, we're starting so early. What happened? Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous while Mr. Rell survived for a short time. From this, it's obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rell. Mr. Rell, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Oh. Alright. What are you thinking about that? Because I know what I'm thinking. But what are you thinking? Proving their logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her that she's wrong. In that case, I should first look for any holes in her theory. Because I'm pretty sure you have a pretty good idea of that. But I'm also curious. We shall press, and I'm curious to see if you have caught on to what I have caught on as well. You truly believe that Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. At the murder report right here. Faraday died instantaneously of shock due to being stabbed in the chest. Oh, it's not funny. There you see, it's been clearly documented clear as day. Come on, Miles, that's not it. From this, it's obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rell. Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell before he died. Do you have any basis for that statement? The foolishness has no end, does it? I hate to repeat myself, however, Mr. Faraday died instantly. That's all the basis I need. Alright, so if he died instantly, then he must have attacked Mr. Rell before being stabbed. Finally beginning to catch on, I see. And Mr. Rell, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. So you believe that the dying Mr. Rell stole the knife from Mr. Faraday. Mr. Rell became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings can do amazing things when they're being put to death. The two men struggled, and in the end, Mr. Rell was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. The basic condition of this room is a testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound. Can you really say that it's perfect? Are you insinuating? Nothing. However, I can't let what you said slide by without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise, so if you could append that statement to your testimony, fine. They struggled, and Mr. Rell used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. Alright, so I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Or, obviously this is the right one. The room isn't all that messy though, and Gumshoe heard nothing, so no struggle. Whoa, good idea. Interesting. Wait. Oh, wow, I was gonna be wrong. I was sitting there thinking, well, obviously, I was thinking, obviously, because Faraday was on top of him, obviously he didn't use the last of his strength to stab him, because Faraday would have been on the bottom, and he would have been on top, because he died afterwards. But yes, there's a logical progression. Yep. Love thought processes. If the two men were fighting, the struggle would have surely caused quite a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing. You place too much faith in that testimony, you know. But for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. How then did Mr. Rell get his hands on the knife? Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right here in lobby number 2. It's not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rell saw a chance and took it out at some point. So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Rell took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed. No. Yeah. No, that didn't make... Wait. Yes, something is off. Dadgum wording. Wait, something doesn't add up. Oh, really? Okay, so now can I say what I said? Wait. 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 Is it this?
Take that!
Ooh. You said autopsy. Like, 1 second too late, my guy. I assume you're the guy. Apologies. Yep. Probably should have read all of those words. Ah, there's only one correct explanation. Suppose that Mr. Rell attacked first. Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rell. Or Mr. Rell must have been... negating your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying Francesca. Just wanted to explain it to you as simply as possible. Dude, this is the longest tell me I'm wrong I've ever seen. If you don't just allow me to be wrong and just move to the next one, please. You've still got a ways to go. Bro, are you saying there's a flaw in my logic? Wait, did I get the right one? I didn't get the right one. That's what I'm saying. What? I got it right? Oh, shoot. I was supposed to read all of that then. I just thought I got it wrong. Oh, dude, what? That was right? I thought that was wrong. Shoot. According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, meaning he died immediately upon being stabbed with a knife. He could not possibly have fired the gun after. Oh, you got me, but of course. Well, then if the report is correct, then there's only one correct explanation. Sensational. You're brilliant. Thank you. That was brilliant at the same time. The craziest brain part. Because I'm sitting here like, wow, this is the longest tell me I'm wrong I've ever seen, dude. We suppose that Mr. Rell attacked first, and Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been able to kill Mr. Rell. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have stabbed Faraday after he was shot. They then both died. It's the only explanation that makes sense. Negating, what is this weird back and forth banter? Before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could. How naive of you to believe that only your opinions are valid. You still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. You've still got a way to go. What are you talking about? Are you saying that's following my logic? He died instantly, and the fact that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction it seems. Okay. The order of the bodies fell. See, I was there. I had the right thought just too early. Boy. Ooh, wow. That somehow worked out in my favor. Because I for sure thought I chose the wrong answer. Let me get this straight. What you're arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from his evidence bag and shot Mr. Rell. Then the wounded Mr. Rell found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot. Mr. Rell died thereafter. If that's the case, then how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order in which their bodies were piled. No! Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Rell's. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have died before Mr. Faraday. Ooh, that's right, girl. Do that shimmy. Yes, I agree that it seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime scene that we must solve is... Oh, here she go again. Not so fast, Miles Edgeworth. But now, I simply think that you ought to think a bit more outside the box. And that's it, and that it's even clearer now that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent. She sure bounced back quickly. Explanation won't be enough this time. It's going to take some decisive evidence to prove her wrong. Alright, here we go again. It was just chance that his body fell on top. They fell into a pile. Indicates they attacked each other at the same time. Oh, I got that one. Okay. So, I'm going to ask you, do you see what I see? And this time, hopefully, I actually am seeing it correctly. Once I do, I can then present her with the evidence that proves contradiction. Alright, what happened in part 2? Do you see what I see? We're gonna press each and every one, just to see if she adds another statement. Because you never can be too careful with these games.
Hold it! Objection!
Or just the instantaneously objection. Pressing someone's testimony in order to gain some time to think. You're a real one-trick pony, aren't you? It's too bad your trick only works on fools. Oh, are you not gonna let me press at all? Interesting. Someone's impatient. I'm just about to explain everything to you. So do you think you hold on for a minute? Miles! You didn't deserve it. I'll make you a deal. I'll hold on if you hold on to that whip of yours. I'll hold on to it, alright. If it's by chance, that would imply they died at the same time, but they didn't. I too agree. I'm gonna ask you to quiet down a bit. I'd like to continue if you don't mind. Is she gonna whip him every time that press? There's no way. Don't you find that to be just a bit strange? Okay, I was about to say, dang, not at all. I can see it in her eyes. She's dead set against me from the bottom of her heart. Now, Edward, once I'm done here, you'll see that there's nothing strange at all. Now, then the two men fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. To press or to present. To press or to present. I'm presenting. Ooh, that was dangerous. I played a dangerous game and I lost! I played a dangerous game and I lost! So anyway, as you can see, I have lost. So, if you have another idea, feel free to type it. Until then, I'm going to press again, because I have already pressed. Yep, clearly they did not. Oh, darn. If you're on the same wavelength, that's not good. What do you mean by they attacked each other at the same time? For context, this person said, dang, I thought you had it with the gun. Me too! Maybe, oh, wait a second. Maybe I had to press to reveal a new answer, which then would have been the gun. But dagnabbit, this game. Okay, I assume Mr. Faraday had the two different weapons in his hands. He made to attack Mr. Rell while holding both the knife and the revolver, and then after Mr. Faraday fired the gun. Why would I need to attack you with a knife and a revolver? Like, that is just overkill. Literally. That is how Mr. Rell lined up on the bottom with Mr. Faraday on top. At close range, there's nothing more possible. Oh, that's what I need. I need her to specifically say it's close range. How about you add it to your testimony? Yeah. Dagnabbit. And this is why you press. Never just go for it. Unless you can. And she didn't even really change it. She just, like, barely changed that sentence. God. Dagnabbit. Always press. Just always press. So we were both right. We just didn't do the proper order of things. She called bull. So you believe they killed each other at close range. Sorry, but that's impossible, just as written in the crime scene notes. The firing of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Rell's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Rell and the gun must have been separated by a distance of at least 2 or 3 yards. Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. Two bodies are piled up on each other, yet the gun was fired from a distance. Ooh. With there being no chance that Mr. Rell moved that far after being shot, that leaves only one possible explanation. If I'm not right, then who was it that made the first move with the intent to kill, huh? Hey, yo! Alright. What are we thinking? This is clearly a right or wrong answer. What are we thinking? We got Faraday, we got Mr. Rell, and we got neither man. What are our thoughts? I, too, agree with neither. Let's see. Bet! Here in this room, contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus, there can only be one explanation. There was a third person here. That's right. Think outside the box, child. It was that third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell, and set their bodies up to make it look like a double murder. The third person is the real culprit. How's Edgeworth? There's just one thing you're missing. Evidence? Yeah. Exactly. Everything you've said up until now is nothing but a story played out in your head. You could argue it's conjecture, but yours has been totally disproven. And this is where the real test begins. Can you prove that there was a third person involved in this crime? I'm sure if I really play the game enough, I can. If you ask me off the top of my head, I will say no. Of course you will. Is it the fact that the gun was in the wrong hand? Wait. How did the third person shoot and kill Mr. Rell and position the bodies and plant the gun and get away? You're asking quality questions. It would appear we're just going to have to play the game. I'm just going to be honest with you. How long did it take Gumshoe to open the door? You're asking quality questions. Alright, Faraday died of a knife. Shock. It's possible he was still alive a little bit. I almost want to say it's the gun in the wrong hand. Again. But he's saying it like there's something in it. Boy, that was a guess. But it wasn't a full guess. It was based off of what he said. He said, this hasn't been explained. So I just had to assume. The gun in Mr. Faraday's hand and the plastic black bag with his blood on it. These two items. Oh, okay. So you were going to say the gun in his hand by talking about the bags. That made no sense, but okay. These two items point to the presence of a third person. Now, so please don't make me do that. Oh, thank goodness. Recall Gumshoe's testimony. He was in the hallway the whole time, but he didn't hear a single people struggle. There wasn't a struggle in this room. Then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground. Meaning that someone else must have deliberately scattered them around. Ooh, he got the look. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for a moment. There's a high probability of blood splatter when a knife is used on a person. The culprit held the knife with a plastic bag around it. They could use the bag to... Oh! What? Interesting. Okay. Okay, sure. Looks like we still got a long way to go in this investigation. Dad, is this one not going to take place in court? I totally thought it took place in court. Nope. Daddy's home. Nope, never mind. There's the lawyer and the judge. What's up with you, Val? Mr. Bad, I advise you to place Detective Gumshoe under arrest. Oh, here we go. Well, there's your how long did it take Gumshoe to open the door. He's now being accused of murder. Looks like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates. Don't you dare. The detective claims he was there standing in front of the door the entire time. But I have it on good authority that it was all a giant lie. Oh, Miss Yu, I ask that you please explain that last statement. I'll let his honor explain it himself. I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. During the recess, there was a period of time when there was no one in the hallway. And see? So I ask you, why would a detective who's supposedly doing his job the whole time want to fabricate such a lie? Because he's actually a goof. He probably didn't. He just is bad at his job. Which basically renders his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. Looks like your perfect logic has just come tumbling down, Miles. Is that statement really a lie? Detective Gumshoe, you're now a suspect in the murder of 2 men. Now spit out the truth or so help me. I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest, I really was there. I really was there. I was in the hallway the whole time. Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. After all, I'm the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not? Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy. All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly. Perfection is the only wish of a disciple of Von Karma, after all. Therefore, if we take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something. What's that? I don't know. Wait, how does Miles' logic come tumbling down? If Gumshoe was suspected, he was in the room, and that means he was a third person, so Miles is right. It's more so just Francesca looking to prove Miles wrong because she wants to be the best in the world. Alright, what are we thinking? Motive for the murders? Why wasn't he in the hallway? State of the hallway? I don't think this is a right or wrong. I mean, it is a right or wrong, but I don't think this is a we get penalized for it. What are we thinking? A, B, or C? A, motive for the murders. B, why he wasn't in the hallway. Or C, state of the hallway. Probably state of the hallway. He has no motive, so he denied, and he says he was there the whole time, so he denied B. I too am thinking state of the hallway. Thinking that no one else was in the hallway at any time, correct? Of course not, pal. You're being awfully defensive. Might she be hiding something from me? Watch your mouth, pal. Can't go around saying stuff like that around me without any evidence. Suppose you're right. I have no evidence at this point. Now, Edgeworth, how can you be losing a battle of wits with this detective? You're a disgrace. Wait, give me a second. Wait. Okay. Dagnabbit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Your logic was like flawless in my opinion. Why he wasn't? Yeah.
Objection!
Is it really a completely useless question? Right. So, I guess we should ask about motive. I don't see one, but sure. Oh, I guess we should clarify his motive for committing a crime. I'm sure you got a grudge against Faraday or anything. No, sir, not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir. Is that a fact? You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? I'm telling you, I am not lying. The more unnatural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know. On a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here. Shirts. I love this. Because the first 3 cases, like, parts of these things were coming to my brain. But, like, I'm legitimately, like, getting things wrong. This is great. Oh, I love Ace Attorney. Let's go. Like, I remembered, like, his hand was wrong. But these little ones are tripping me up. This is great. It was about a week ago. Saw a detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there super pale as Mr. Faraday yelled, "It's a salary cut for you, you nitwit." Every prosecutor he's ever met has cut his salary. This is so sad. You totally misunderstand me, pal. No matter how mad I get, I can never hold a grudge. Ain't that the truth? Quiet. We can't trust anything you say. Sir. There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed, per se, but there are some gaps in her logic that need to be filled. Miss Yu's perfect explanation may not be so perfect at all. Alright, let's see. I saw nothing wrong with it, but alright, let's see. About a week ago, then you and Detective Gumshoe were acquaintances. Ooh, the way she was laughing. I met him in person today.
Hold it!
Mr. Faraday was upset. Yeah, you know what else? Mr. Faraday isn't exactly known to get angry often. But there he was, totally beat red in the face. And the offending detective just stood there, pale as a ghost, like he was about to die. Just like the face he's making now, right? Oh, poor baby. Oh, she is a mean person. Poor man. Ooh, she is mean. It's quite the scene with the detective. Stood there super pale as Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, unit." He just stood there watching this unfold in front of you. Yeah, I have to say, it was really enjoyable too. Ooh, she evil. Oh, she evil person. Oh, golly. But that's why, when I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier, I knew to steer clear of him. No way. I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face. But you do. The Band-Aid? Start with your... Ooh! What's wrong with his eyebrows? They're very clear. Dad, I do not want you to be my lawyer. Ooh. Miss Yu, if you don't mind, I'd like to return to your testimony now. Sure, why not? Brand new detective suddenly getting a salary cut? That's reason enough for a grudge. Whoops. Didn't process that at all. To cut a new detective salary right off the bat like that is something Miles would do. Not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that a common practice? Speaking of cutting my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too? I suppose I did. It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to their actual worth. My father can even fire anyone, new or old, with a snap of his fingers. Ain't that great? Bro owns the police. Whew! Do you think maybe that's the reason enough for detectives to hate you people? Well, I guess. They really shouldn't cut people's pay. Detective bad. Don't tell me Mr. Von Karma cut your salary early. I don't know if I even have evidence to go against what she's saying. Like, it's not really an evidence thing.
Hold it!
Call your explanation perfect. Is it not to your liking? Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards. Now, was there something you want me to clarify in that case? I mean... he had a whole week to kill this guy if it was really that deep about his salary. It's unfortunate you can't present a profile. Ain't that the truth? What profile would I even present? Like... I don't even know which profile I would even do that for. Raise an objection. Alright, if you clear this one thing up for me. Oh. Alright, what are our thoughts? No. I wonder if you're typing out a whole sentence. You could just say A, B, or C. I'm thinking the motive for killing Mr. Rowe. Not C. Oh, you were still going? I'm sorry! Yeah, maybe B. I also agree it was B. I understand Detective Gumshoe's potential for kill. Yeah, because it's like, why would he kill Mr. Rowe? His motive for killing Rowe? Like, I would know. If there was no clear motive for both of the murders, that was it. You can keep going. Oh. Then I doubt this incident would have occurred. Wouldn't you agree? Is there anyone else who might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves? Oh, in that case, I have absolutely no idea. What? But that's impossible. She must know something. Wait. Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh. I didn't even do anything and you're already laughing away. Poor Miles. Just the butt of everyone's joke. Anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyway. Again, If it was only one person, he could have killed him any time. Why would he kill him in a courtroom of all places? That's stupid. He's stupid, but he ain't that stupid. Stop being uptight. Was that a requisite trait for being a Von Karma? Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you shut this rude woman up. I wish you'd both be quiet for just 1 second. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids. Motive to kill the men. No one out there with the motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rowe. All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Rowe, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity and set up to look like they had killed each other. I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? Who's related to the second KG8 case and this case? I say, we look at the evidence first. Yeah, Garasu probably hates both. Oh! Brilliant. I dig it. Press, because I don't think I can present a person. So there's no one else who might have a grudge against both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rowe. Suppose no one is a bit out of the stretch. And I'm pretty sure no one like that was here in this courthouse today. She's lying through her teeth. We just saw someone like that earlier. Oh, we saw them? Besides, you don't need to prove that killer had a grudge against both men. Oh, snap? Who are you, oh, snapping? Gotta suit probably hates both. I mean, agreed, but he, oh, snap!
Hold it!
Someone with a grudge against one of the men. In that case, aren't there plenty? Didn't I say I was going to look at the evidence first? What the heck am I doing? Yatagarasu would be able to manage to David Blaine out of here after killing them? I assume that's a really great reference, and I'm just not knowing it. Okay. Do you have a relation to this case? This is from before. Okay. I totally agree with the Yatagarasu. Maybe it's the child. What did you say? Well, oh, I. That was an I, not one. Eureka. He's a suspect. Yeah, mentor. Yeah, Yatagarasu doesn't have a name, but they are totally connected to the first case and this case. David Blaine is a famous magician known for being a super good escape artist who gets out of impossible situations. Ah! They have those kind of people in this game, too. Forgot their name for a second. Oh, well. What the heck is their name? Their last name. Oh, Grand Marniers! I like Grand Marniers in this game. Miss Rowe, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. I didn't see any of those words. Wow. Whoa. I just totally like blanked. Whoa. Well, if you had been the one to witness the blood-covered detective. Lady. I mean, that actually could be funny. I can see that being funny if you said it. What? This is just the reaction, too. There's a gumshoe, you would kill even me. And bro is like, why am I being blindsided? There's no need for even a second of deliberation. I will hand down my verdict. Bro, Your Honor, take a look around. We are not in court right now. It would be greatly appreciated if you would stay here with us in reality. Please forgive me. I know not what I do. You there, Missy. Hurry up and continue with your testimony. If you fail to do so, I'll whip you into shape. That's nice. Sounds kind of fun. Ooh. Anyway, Detective Gumshoe had to erase the witness, Mr. Rowe. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity and set up to look like they had killed each other. I did not pay attention to any of these things I pressed. I didn't do it, pal. All our feelings, but I don't think we can take the word of a criminal seriously. No. But I can't even begin to think up ways to set... Oh, wait, the other truth. I believe him. Suppose you do lack the necessary tactical mind required to do such a thing. You shouldn't put yourself down, detective. You're a big boy. I bet you thought it all up by yourself, right? Oh, stupid. He has the mental acuity of a worm. I have to admit her explanation makes sense. But there's also something she overlooked in her testimony. I should present that piece of evidence to see if I can make her see the truth. So it's almost certainly this first one. Okay, so the judge really is like that one Ace Attorney video. This isn't even the same judge. This is a different one. But yes, a lot of them are like this. No. Let's just go this one.
Objection!
That's the only one with a person in it. Monsieur, I believe there's someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up? What do you mean? We're looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was the suspect in the original KG-8 incident, and a member of the Cadopian Embassy staff, Mr. Manny Covachin. That's right, the very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. Oh, got you slipping. The man who killed a member of the Cadopian Embassy staff, Mr. Rell, and the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG-8 incident, Mr. Faraday. You told me that Mr. Cochin has no reason at all to kill both of these men. Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two. You covered for me, pal. Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect, make no mistake about that. Perfect evidence, the perfect testimony. These are the only things I wish to hold. But I didn't do it. I'll stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Cochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of this leak out. You want to investigate Cochin? You'd just be wasting your time. And why is that? Cochin was up in the viewing gallery watching the trial. Or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy since he arrived. The only real suspect we have is still Detective Gumshoe. I suppose so. No way, come on, Detective Bad, you've got to believe me, sir. I really was in the hallway the whole time, sir. Never took a single step into this room, sir. Okay, then are you saying there was someone else who passed through the hallway? I know there was no one else, sir. Then why should I believe you didn't do it? That is one incredibly foolish detective. Standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. As good as a confession of guilt. Yeah, it's a bit strange. Most criminals will fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if that detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you'd think he would have at the very least offered I spaced out while on duty or the like. Come on, Gumshoe, time for your interrogation. Bad since Miles. Was he somehow in the wrong hallway or somehow got moved? I wouldn't put it past Gumshoe for that to happen, but I don't think so. And that, as they say, is that. Right, everyone? Ho, ho, ho! Well, I suppose we should both be getting back to our real jobs now, huh? Before we do, Miss Yu, there's something I'd like to speak with you about. What is it? As I touch everything but her. Just because. But there's no point. And she's just sitting there laughing like, this is terrible. Terrible person. So what do you want to ask me about? KG-8 incident. The current case of the murdered Cadopian Embassy staff member, I've heard that people have begun calling it the second KG-8 incident, only among you law enforcement types. And what about it? I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG-8 incident. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what was reported in the papers. Now I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KG-8 incident. I'd appreciate if you'd stop with the false accusations. Baseless outbursts are useless both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know? I do. I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here. Alright. How is she connected? Because Miles is saying it real serious. How do you think she's connected? Do you remember the information from before? Not going to make any headway like this. I'm just going to have to show her exactly how related to the KG-8 incident she is. Obviously, I should present the KG-8, because that would make sense. But before I present the KG-8, do you have an idea of how she's connected to the KG-8 incident? Any guesses? Let's see. I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KG-8 incident. You said it way too late! But first, sure, let's go. Okay. Cadopian Embassy staff member, Manny Cochin, found not guilty. The victim is CCU. A shadow over the Amano group. What's his relation to smuggling ring? Mercurial news. And 1.1 million diarrhea nationwide is 2007. Oh, deaths! 1.1 million deaths nationwide in 2007. Sag. Oh, dang, her mom died. I don't know if that's her mom, bro. How old is she? This was only a few years ago. 22. Yeah, this was like 3 years ago. I don't know if that's her mom, bro. But definitely a family member for sure. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to... Well, they already said your mom, so... To the victim. Your connection to the KG-8 incident is through the victim. The victim's name is CCU. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case? I believe she can. Sorry, but we're not related. Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face that I couldn't help but... Missed you. Miss you. I asked that you please tell me the truth. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. I had Mr. Cochin want to meet with you earlier. Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out that I was the defense lawyer on this case after he arrived. He figured he should say hi and one other thing. Looks like he couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad. What a jerk. Stop with the scared face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face. The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs away, it's kind of creepy. It's just as Mr. Bad said. He's not related to the double murder. I asked around and people in the gallery claimed that he was in his seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Mana Group was my sister CCU, as I thought. And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial by Manny Cochin. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his cushy life completely carefree. All because of a lack of evidence. Now I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist. What? I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Cochin's trial was over. Apparently a man in black made off with the most important piece of evidence. And the evidence had been tampered with. Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? The smuggling ring being run out of the Amano group by one of its secretaries. They bailed Mr. Cochin out. Turns out they were in league with each other all along. How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation? I don't really know. Which is why I wanted to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KG-8 incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know. You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring? I don't know what to think. Well, this is about all I know. Sorry. Guess it wasn't much help, huh? It's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life. Some people laugh it away. Edward, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we? Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. I'll work in my own way, and I'll catch this criminal in my own way as well. You'll see. Speaking of seeing, I don't know if you know this, but you're visible to somebody. Even if you feel invisible, know that someone sees you, know that someone loves you, know that someone is rooting for you. And while you're at it, being seen and all that good stuff, you should share this with somebody else so that they also feel seen. And you should like it because this is fun. And you should comment because we can both be wrong together. Or we can succeed together. I totally almost hit the wrong answer one time, but the comments have been saving me. Also, you should subscribe and turn on your notification bell because you never know when I'll go live. Look at you with your game face on, ready to go. And just like that, back in the scene. Did you know laughter is the best medicine, Edward? It actually is. Laughter helps your cells. Don't you get tired of making such a serious face all the time? I'm charged with making sure that all the criminals of this world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter. One day you will. Don't worry. There you go, making that face again. Oh well. We gotta get going. Still have a few loose ends I need to tie up. KG8 incident. It is my belief that these two cases are related. Was a Detective Gumshoe? It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly this case is far from over. Whether or not the detective is the murderer will only be determined once I've completed my perfect investigation. Von Karma. I will uphold your honorable name, or my name isn't Miles Edgeworth. Bro, you can tell he's young. There's a lot of energy he's expending. To be continued. Congratulations. We're now in the middle. Onwards towards the truth. Look at that, man free. And that guy is, struggling with that water in the background. One guy is sleeping on the couch. Another guy is staring at the model in the middle, courthouse model. Other guy's struggling with the water fountain. A couple guys are watching the entrances, and one guy's watching Gumshoe. The great set of cops. Sir! He was coming to trial into the Cadopian Embassy staff member's murder. Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead. I guess there's no point. Yeah, I was going to say there's no point in having a trial. It looks like you'll just have to wait just a bit longer for your big debut. I suppose it can't be helped. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Cadopian Embassy staff member? And the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rowe? What an outrageous circus it's all become. Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivete. Outrageous circus, right, sir? I grow weary of this topic. Edward, I'll have you assigned to a different case. Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you? I'll consider it. I'll consider it's crazy. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation. What for? I know that there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rowe. However, there's not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. Perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection. Golly! Papa? What do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I, we're competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It will give us some real... That's right, girl. She understands the assignment. Miles did not. It would give us some real life experience, wouldn't you agree? You want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish. Bro immediately folded. Then you're allowing us to continue. In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. You have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. I'm returning home now. Edward, Francesca, see to it I'm not disturbed, save for the results of your competition. Yes, sir. Of course, Papa. Francesca, thank you. And what are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on. Yes, just as you wish. Couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you fare on the investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth. I don't have enough information yet, so the first order of business will be to question anyone involved with this case. Back to you I goes, Gruff. First! What are you doing? Nothing to report, sir. No one who will make this man take responsibility for his actions on the job. Was Von Karma saying it wouldn't be very interesting, an allusion to the end of the first Ace Attorney game? I don't know. Possibly. Ooh, look at you playing Ace Attorney games. Yeah. That's right. That's why you've been able to give me these helpful answers. Yes, sir. It's like we have no choice but to report this to Papa. Then this guy can have fun in the waking nightmare after being awakened from his dream. Actually, let's not. I kind of feel sorry for him now. Alright, let's see. Why do some of these judges look like animals? These areas restricted to authorized personnel only. If I'm not authorized personnel, then what, may I ask, do you think I am? The younger sibling of a dysfunctional relationship? Whoa. I'm not the younger one. He is. Now get that straight in your head. I believe there's a more objectionable part you should be upset over. Alright, let's see what she got going here. Wow, this thing is so incredibly detailed. My inner modeling fanboy is impressed. I'm not exactly a fan of plastic models, per se. But even I can sense the superb quality of this model. I simply cannot comprehend how that man can feel so much love for such a trifle. Oh, I see. You're a disciple of my father, so you would do well to guard yourself against an interest in such unproductive things. Yes, perhaps I should take up flipping people like the young lady over there. I can't stop the water, sir. It seems that the man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much. What? A bunch of fools who pretend to not see the foolish actions of a foolish fool. Well then, why don't you lend the officer a hand? Since I should have anything to do with this. Besides, that water-drinking fool's mouth is the thing that officer should be covering. Let's get that offer a description of the water guzzler later. She seems to have quite the grudge. It sounds to me like someone wanted a drink. That's you. Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? Damn! You should be barred for not knowing who I am, or disbarred from knowing who I am. Francesca Von Karma. I'm about to become the successor to the family name. About to? I guess that means for now you're still just another kid. Ooh! In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you are. I was gonna say, you're not gonna whip her, I knew that much. Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. There's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you. Look at you, eyebrows scrunched with lines on your forehead. And that to ask of you. That's not how she left. She's definitely cackling. Not exactly so funny. Sorry, I just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere. Apparently they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school. Oh, I feel much better now. So what is it you want to talk about? I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder. We were in defendant lobby number 1 the whole time up until we heard the... Until we heard the what? The gunshot, okay. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. We're with Detective Bad, why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. Detective Bad? So I take it that you are acquaintances with Detective Bad. Yeah, he was the detective in charge of the KG-8 incident. Detective Bad is also related to that incident. That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. Whoops. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard of the KG-8 incident from my papa. And how does that case relate to you, Miss Yu? The victim of that case, CCU, was my little sister. You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. Gee willikers, lady. The way she talks about doing that, she laughs away, it's kind of creepy. Speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It was practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see. He did mention that he was in charge of the Ensue investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about that in more detail. Golly! Claim that in so many words. Just so many words to read. Bloody! She's not laughing. Her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyway, they were in defendant lobby 1 when the murders occurred. They really can't tell you about the hallway or lobby 2. Alright, mackerel. I'd like to ask a few questions about your clients. He claimed to be the Ensue. And I heard that it was the Ensue that had made off with evidence from the KG8. Began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. It turns out Mr. Rell was not the Ensue. He had just made it up. Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras. There's no footage of him sneaking into the Kodopian embassy itself. Then you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Ensue, and that he was just another cold-blooded killer, and you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right. I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. Ah, if this is Miles' first interaction with a defense lawyer, no wonder he sucks in other places. That's why defense lawyers are so detestable. They're no match for us divine karmas. Oh gosh, you people really think you're in the right. Wait. I believe it, you're serious. Why don't you save that face for something really worth being serious about? Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer. Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. No, she didn't laugh during that. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rowe was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. Don't you dare suggest I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. Okay, there we go. Miss Yu, I was wondering if you could tell me about the Ensue. Ensue, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them. Requests from companies? The Ensue isn't some petty thief out for money, you know. Alright then, perhaps the Ensue is in the business of stealing people's lives. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Comro? She doesn't really laugh with Francesca. She laughs with Miles, but she doesn't laugh at her. Francesca, be careful about who you whip! Choose carefully or we may be sued by... There. I chose carefully, just like you wanted. It's more so laughing at Miles' expense. That just now was hilarious, Missy. Of course it was. What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight? And, so in the end, what is the Ensue? As I say, I'd never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany. They deal in information, namely in digging out dirt about backroom dealings in the life of companies. The Ensue is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see. Vigilante or not, the person sounds just like another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way, too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now thanks to that thief. Sounds like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. Suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. Should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Because you never know when the game will just sneak something up on you and you're just like, ah. It's a bookshelf. That's not what I clicked. It's not what I clicked. It's not what I clicked. Yes, you're talking about words. But, out of curiosity, is there anything else you can touch? Totally not a waste of time. No. You. I was talking to you. Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Oh, just unnecessarily getting whipped. As am I. I don't think you need to whip him and let him know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective, I really didn't. Your words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, and should we find out that you were the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you. Miles does talk interestingly, or speak interestingly. Have a heart, pal. You're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about if you really are innocent, that is. That's right. Hey, pal, go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will you? I would have done so even had you not requested me to, detective. Out of. Boy, I wish I could make these words go faster. Exactly, that's the bag, the whole thing. Wait, I'm supposed to be reading. Turns out he's mad at me because of my very first day as a detective. I reported in at my usual post instead of the criminal affairs department. By the time I got down to criminal affairs, I was really late. And that's when they gave me that huge speech. I remember doing the same exact thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I always wind up going to my old classroom. How pathetic for the detective to be comparable to a mere school child. I was thinking, wow, Francesca, you didn't know what your next class was? Interesting. He claimed to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. Wait a second. How was she about to pass the bar at 13? But as a school child, she would always go to the wrong classroom. When was she a school child? And claimed to be standing when she was a baby? Like what? Claimed to be standing guard. Was she like 2? Guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when he did receive the order to do so, and from whom? Around 3:20, from Dr. Bad. Today's trial took a really crazy turn, so I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. And something did happen to him. It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you on guard duty. Ow! Your words sting worse than your whip, pal. It was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, huh? Next step. Now then, Gumshoe, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? In that case, allow us to take a look at what you're carrying on your personage. Wait! Can't do that! There's nothing of any particular value here. Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so did she just totally, just checked him. What's that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Hands up, pal. Just show it to us already. Yo, this is abuse! Big Gumshoe bonus. Oh, he only got a $5 bonus? Oh, that is so sad. Oh my gosh. Your first bonus as a detective is only $5? No wonder you live off of instant noodles. This is canonical. Bro lives off of instant noodles. I just got it and cashed it today. I literally had no cash on me up until I did, you know. So that envelope is really special to me. Now give it back. You don't need rubbish like this. Dang, I can't call you for being a murderer now. Oh yeah, motive might be looking realer than it did before. You don't need rubbish like this, don't worry. We'll throw it away for you later. Lady, this is his first bonus. $5 or not. Literally had no cash on him until he cashed this. Sorry, I gotta take him in for questioning. I think I've asked him just about everything I needed to. Wait, since he became a suspect, there is one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer, I asked that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Is it his testimony? What? Oh, no. You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than a gunshot out in the hallway. Is that correct? No mistake about it, pal. Then you are also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct? Yep, not even a single ant passed through that hallway while I was on duty. Ah, if only I was Apollo. You do realize that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself. Huh? Oh. But it's true! Didn't see anyone go through the hallway, and I didn't hear anything else, pal. But the killer found a way to kill the two... Are you serious? How? He couldn't even get into the windows. Take me to the library. Oh, look! There's a child! Back! You! Oh! Darn, actually, when was the last place I saved? I kind of wish I could, like, go back to the autoplay. Hold on, wait. What is autoplay? Oh, autoplay! How comes you already recognized the child? How could you have not noticed that coming? It came from behind, also. For why? Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier? That child was in the hallway and Gumshoe lied. Oh. Kids can sometimes be so cruel. It looks like she dropped something. Swiss roll. It's courthouse special. Maybe I should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead. I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. I believe I've asked all that I need of this man. Now for Detective Bad and the judge. You have to confirm who's correct, the judge or that scruff face, right? Because we should inspect the hallway. I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francesca? Boy, autoplay. I might just start letting this mug autoplay. Kind of wish I hadn't immediately saved, because I actually wouldn't have mind watching him get kicked again. That was kind of funny. Just slightly funny. Courthouse special. Swiss rolls for $6. The new prosecutor recommended. I love, like, Miles. I don't know where he's from, but it's great. I mean, wait a second. He's definitely from America. The child stole $5 from Gumshoe to get that Swiss roll, and he's too embarrassed to admit it. Well, she is supposed to grow up and become a thief. With my tongue. All right, Your Honor. Please feel free to refer to me as just Miss Von Cartman, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine. Apparently somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title. Oh-ho. Very well then, I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now about your earlier testimony, yes? What about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Like a few questions. Alright, after all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony. Bet! Let me move! I need leg room. Right around. Swiss rolls! It would appear that this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods. Ooh, something to add logic. It's lovely. Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. One packet for $9. Defendant's fresh milk. One half defendant's fresh milk. 1/2 pint for $7. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these for $6. Awfully overpriced. I agree. The lineup is simply awful, period. Speaking of snacks, oh, I wonder if that Swiss roll the little girl drops from the machine. Was wondering about that myself. Those better be some mighty fat Swiss rolls. Visa, the greatest orange juice on earth, $9 limited time special. My foot, $9 orange juice, ridiculous. When it's looking bad, blind your opposition with some OJ. Are they promoting violence? Don't worry, my whip will make sure that anybody following this advice won't be for long. Compared to single the single orange juice might not be so bad. That was hot dogs. When you're in hot water, you might need a hot dog. These shouldn't be funny. It looks like the slogan was decided through a public contest. And the winner was Prosecutor Winston. Oh my gosh. Wow. A pathetic slogan. No presents at all. Now if it was up to me, it would read, if you leave matters in a Von Comrade's hands, everyone in the court will be found guilty. Wow, Winston Payne. What an awesome thing. Objection. Overruled. Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. Wouldn't you agree that it's a very clever plan? Do you really think they put that much effort into the product name? You're acting so foolishly that I got so thoroughly mad and now utterly famished. Let's say, yeah, if you wanted them, yeah, you could have just asked. But you're going to spend $9 on some doggone beef jerkies for my thingy? Like, that's crazy. But the prosecution and defense make a ham sandwich out of you. Okay. I think my favorite so far has been the hot dog one. But you gotta tell me. What's your favorite one? Definitely the hot dogs was my favorite. Like that one was hilarious. They knew what was supposed to do until the end with these. And then the defendant's fresh milk was the other one. So it means the end of the trial. So that means the one should eat these during recess. Can't eat during a trial, so it's supposed the only time you can eat them is now, huh? I'm coming back to 2 after all. Oh, you don't got $6. If you want, we could pull our money and buy a pack together. If I have to split it with you, then I don't want it. Boy, she's really proved that whole 13-year-old thing, huh? Yeah, I too was wondering, what does that mean? I think jerky was best for me because Francesca's reaction. That's fair. She seemed very excited about it. I bet it means that the milk is freshly milked by various defendants on trial. No, I think it might mean that this was milked right here from the various defendants. Miles Edward, you can't possibly be serious. Of course not. Alright, it's safe, so I assume that's everything. Yeah. Doesn't look like there's anything contradictory left in this area. Okay. Well, then that's checked. What about the guy who's, like, looking under the ground? Should find something, officer. I think there's a $5 bill back there! Just a little more! Is there no one working this crime scene who isn't a total waste of living tissue? I'll say, my goodness, these have been some savage lines in this case. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person we can deem useful here. Golly, this has been unnecessarily, like, man. Judges for justice, make the most ridiculous looking face. Maybe, but at least he doesn't look like someone who would tell a lie on purpose. I suppose, but to Von Karma, evidence is the only thing that carries any weight. Of course, at any rate, this poster seems to be of no use to us right now. I didn't think so, I'm just touching to touch things and see what happens. No signs of fire extinguisher used in the crime. If you could already tell from a distance, then why are you wasting your time examining it? Let's not try to rush absolute genius. Okay. Well, we had our fun, I suppose. Hey, look at that. The window's open. I can look outside, however, I doubt they'd kill it. Oh, this one does have bars on it. Of course, this is the 3rd floor after all. It appears the bars were installed on this to prevent... Yeah, I don't see any bars. Well, I mean, I see like the little tiny ones at the bottom, but... Oh, he said you're too short to look out the window! I must remember not to bring up that taboo subject again. Yeah, Miles. A lot of short people that don't like being reminded that they're short. What's the matter? I pricked myself on one of this cactus's needles. I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp. Well, what did you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of these? Sheesh. Well, this cactus seems to be unrelated to our case. Do you really think so? Because I believe this cactus sitting on this windowsill is completely related. Oh, well then I look forward to your explanation on how exactly it's related. She has very nice eyes. What is this? It's a pink-colored piece of trash made of rubber. I feel like I've seen something like this before. All I see is a piece of garbage. But you know, the fact that there's a litterer running loose inside this courthouse is simply unforgivable. I mean, the fact that there's a whipper running around the courthouse, I would say that's pretty unforgivable too, but... go off, I guess. Ants are hard at work carrying their food home. It's a marvel that they can pick up such comparatively large objects to their size. But going to carry the mighty Von Karman name and not be squished under it. Dadgum! It's like saying your name every 2 seconds. I know I say invisible a lot, but golly! Every 2 seconds, the person says their name. They're on this bench, it smells like some sort of sweet substance. Can't believe there's someone going around dirty in the courthouse. For shame!
Hold it!
Calm down, Francesca. Now, take a good look. Doesn't this smudge look kind of like a handprint to you? Suppose it could be. Which means that perhaps we can lift the prints of the person who sullied this bench. I see, and then we'll know the identity of our mystery slob. You there, lab technician. Could you please find out who this handprint belongs to? Sir, yes, sir. Got the results of the fingerprint analysis. Sir, fingerprints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Good work, officer. And there you have it. Yes, I suppose so. Now we know the identity of the person who dirtied the bench. I sense that you and I will be using this information in very different ways. I mean, like, the bench itself. Well, let's look at the food, I guess. What are these black speckles? Ants? Ooh, the detective, he claims that not a single ant slipped by him. Why is Edgeworth getting whipped for him? As a replacement for that detective. Boy. Anyway, I wonder what the ants are eating. From the look and sweet smell, pieces of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll. Miles Edgeworth, the courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times. Okay, Francesca's a little funny. No, she's actually kind of hilarious. And yet, people dislike her. Oh man, Miles is about to feel every ounce of this at the same time. Oh, thank goodness, it was only once. That could have been bad. Ants are pouring out of the hole in this bench as well. One of the inside of the bench consists of nothing but ants. Ooh. I'm sorry. Alright, did I get everything? Anything I might be missing? Anything. Alright, everybody. Wait a second, what is that? Oh, R is to look around. I was like, what? I believe it is time to logic. Prepare yourself. Because this is where I ask you, yay or nay? Look at this. So many things here. Alright. No human can climb through these barred windows. The scent of flowers is in the air. Vending machine. A few sweet items. If that's a sale, that's disgusting. Sweet rolls, Swiss rolls for $6? Ugh. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna say boom and boom. What are we thinking, yay or nay? Because I vaguely remember her having a balloon. So if that piece of trash that's pink and made of rubber is actually a balloon, and the balloon touched the cactus, it may have gone pop. That is my deduction. We got a yay, by the way. That's right. This pink rubbery substance. I saw this in a different form earlier today. I believe it's a piece of a pop balloon. Congratulations! The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend, the windowsill cactus. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. Swiss rolls vending machine? Yay, nay? I don't know why I'm not confident about that, but yay, nay. I'm thinking Swiss rolls vending machine. I'm not. Yeah, okay. We got a yay. For some reason, I'm just not confident in this, but yeah, look at that. And that's why commenters are important. Oh, whoa, autoplay. I missed all of that. Words. These bits of chocolate and cake, could they not have come from a Swiss roll? A Swiss roll? Why would a courthouse sell a thing like that? It may not seem like the right venue. However, it is being sold right over there. Vending machine. Ah, I see. Stay neutral as the Swiss. How many times are you gonna read this? 2 for $6. Talk about expensive. Agreed. Leaving the fact that it's on the expensive side aside. The fact that the cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in this hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now. Naturally. They're all on here, aren't I? Detective Gumshoe must have sat on this bench as he ate a Swiss roll. As he ate, he dropped it on the floor inside the bench. Ugh. How could he have not cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable. Don't you dare whip me again. It wasn't I who made the mess in the first place. Anyway, it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll. That creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts. Contradiction? Well, I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. Alrighty. Have you discovered the contradiction? This one, I am sure I have. Oh, he only had $5. Yep. I didn't expect you to actually talk to me and tell me a whole bunch of words. Gosh darn it. He got a 6 from someone else. Indeed. And do you know where this $6 extra has come from? Okay, good. I didn't actually want to ask him questions. But have you pieced it together? Alright, give me the option to deduce. The 6. Don't you cheat me. The 6? The kid probably. Yes! Is my assumption. And do you know where the child got that extra $1 from? About Detective Gumshoe's finances. He said that until this morning. He didn't have even a single penny on his personage. Now the question is, do you remember how the episode went about a week ago? Whoa! I keep forgetting autoplay's on. He did get it from Miles, or she did get it from Miles. Yes! Miles helped create the mess in the place unwillingly and through chain of events probability. That's not the way to say that. Indirectly! That's the word I'm looking for. He indirectly is responsible for that mess. And he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Switch rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor. Being Scruffy must have bought a pack somehow. Indeed. The detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, and yet he did. The question is how? Poor child. Poor Gumshoe bro only had $5 to his name. And he spent it on a pack of Swiss rolls. Oh no! Were they good? And then he dropped it. Oh no! Dadgum, Gumshoe. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a small window. It's the window to the men's restroom. Ah, in other words, you can see clearly into this hallway from the men's restroom. I was going into the restroom, that Detective Gumshoe, is it? Well, he was standing in front of the vending machines, buying something from it. However, in this, I couldn't believe, when I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore. Your Honor, if you could please calm down and explain it to me rationally. Oh, I'm really sorry. Sorry. Please let me regain my composure. Really suspicious. That's what my finely honed judge's intuition said. Although, well, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Oh. Apparently this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. The restroom window, huh? I wonder if you can really see the men's bathroom window from that one there. You can. I'm looking at it right now. I demand that you show me this view at once. I suspect that her height is what's limiting her ability to see. Oof. Probably how I'm going to find out from His Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now? Yes, I told you well. Thank you for your cooperation. Oh! Anytime, Edgeworth. Anytime. Oh. Citizens' country seem rather friendly. Yeah, it's not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear they are known to hand out very fair verdicts. Indeed. What is left? I mean, if you already checked it, then we don't gotta talk about it. Gumshoe was always there if you're just sitting down underneath the window. I, too, feel the same. Oh, did I not talk to Detective Bad? I thought we already talked to him. Hey! I'm doing some actual work, you! Insane. I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movements during recess. You're getting in the way of the investigation. I have an order from Von Karma himself. I still hold investigative authority. Yes, I do believe he may or may not have ever left the hallway. So I hear you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here. Faraday. That guy was just accused, you know? I just knew something was going to happen. My detective's instinct told me. Okay, now your detective instinct might be real. Not a good did you? You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it. Dead gumchild.
Hold it!
Bro is about to pull. Because I think you need to apologize. I'm sorry. Good. I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bad. Please continue. Bruh! I don't think that was the mirror. I don't think that was the mirror he was about to pull. I used the phone on the first floor and called the precinct. Told them to send somebody over. And the detectives, the one that showed up. And only upon his arrival did you set Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Bad. Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After he got here, we came up to these defendant lobbies together. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. She told us that Faraday was really mad. And that he dragged Rel off to lobby number 2 to have a word or something. And that Faraday had said to not let anyone interrupt them. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell this big lug to stand guard outside. And around what time did all that take place? Let's see, I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. So given the big lug his assignment, he never left the hallway, not once. Oh, and how can you make such a claim? One of the guards out in this floor's main lobby swore to me he didn't. The detective never left the hallway. Then where did he disappear off to? That's simple. He must have gone to lobby number 2 just as I suspected. You and I, we're in lobby number 1 next door. The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe. Except he does have an alibi, and the Swiss roll ants know exactly what it is. It's a gunshot. Hey, Joe heard the gunshot, did you not? Yeah. I heard it when I was in defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards lobby number 2 together with you. How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene? Less than a minute. What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot? Grabbed the big lug, who was just walking around in the hall, raced into lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies. In that order. So your discovery of the crime scene. I guess it does. Little miss. I'm about to become a prosecutor very soon. So treat me with the dignity I deserve or else. Ooh! The way he dodged! Whoa! Oh, he about that life. He about that life. He waved that thing around anymore. And I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss. You wouldn't dare. Just joking. Ooh! That's right, put that kid in her place. Are we about done? Is there anything else I should ask him about? I don't know. Maybe all three? Alright, what would you like to see first? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? What are you thinking? Time you heard the gunshot, place you heard the gunshot, or situation around the gunshot? Alright, place you heard the gunshot. In the bag. Where were you when you heard the gunshot? How many times are you gonna ask that? As an offended lobby number 1 when I heard the gunshot. It's exactly the same as what he said earlier when I asked. Now get out of here. You're getting it.
Hold it!
Oh. I'm not through questioning you yet. Is there anything else I should ask about? Alright, I'll guess the time. Yeah, what's the exact time? Let's see. It was around the end of the recess and the trial was about to start again. I think. You are still not giving me the exact time. This is insane. So I figured I should go get him or he'd be late. Just as I thought that. Bang. Sound of a gunshot. So you heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart, huh? Can I ask another thing? If I knew that was... Oh, okay, so I can ask the last one. Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing in front of this door doing nothing. I get the sense that he is somewhat investigating this crime scene. Or rather, that he's keeping us under surveillance. But to an end. Take the back. May I ask you that you cooperate? Oh, I wanted to ask about the situation around the gunshot. Alright. I don't have anything else to say to you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place. Fine then! Be obstinate! We'll just do as we please. Come on, Miles. You may no longer be willing to help us, however. May I ask for the forensic sciences cooperation? Do as you like. Boom. I believe I've got a firm grasp on what happened here. Well, I do too. Alright, Francesca, would you care to share what conclusions you've come to? Why should I do that? We're still in the middle of a competition, you know. We should be checking to see if your conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead. Alright, let's start this rebuttal. Very well, but first we need to pay his honor a visit to correct his testimony. Ooh, in the courtroom we go. And we have yet to do any court stuff, but in the courtroom. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see if it test your witness testimony to see if it stands up. Am I your new suspect? And I suppose you could say that. Even you, a judge, are nothing but a common witness before a Von-Com. Silence in the courtroom. Silence, I say. I am Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred. Court. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred von Karma, Miles Edward, and Mr. Genius Prosecutor successor to Manfred von Karma, Francesca. And that was a lot to say. As a defender of the law, I can never give false testimony. You can even place me under oath if you want. Very well. Testimony if you please. Alright. I already saw what the viewers have said. They have said that Gumshoe actually did not leave the hallway. He merely sat down on the bench. So let's see how we can prove this. I entered a solid detective buying something from the vending machines. But when I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. A detective that goes missing while on duty. That sounds mighty suspicious to me. Your Honor, can you please try to remain calm? Oh. I'm so used to simply listening to testimonies that I got caught up in the excitement. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun now. Alright. We're gonna do this rebuttal, and then we're gonna call it. Because I don't know if you know this, but you're visible to someone. Even if you feel invisible, know that someone sees you, know that someone loves you, know that someone is rooting for you. Alright, people. Pressing!
Hold it!
Although I think we already know which one to click. Let's go ahead and try it. Oh my gosh, this detective really is from that one Ace Attorney video about how silly this is. Anna, what exactly did you pay a visit to the restroom, if I may ask? Which detective? Detective Bad or Detective Gumshoe? Isn't it obvious? What else do you go to the restroom for? Or maybe, I knew it. You suspect me of some sort of tomfoolery, don't you? Please stay calm, Your Honor. This is going to be much harder than I anticipated. I'm sorry. You're right. I need to think things through with a level head. I'm just nervous because so much has happened today with this trial. Let's see. I announced the recess and it's time for us to reconvene. Having done all that, I still wasn't able to go to the restroom right away. And why couldn't you? Mr. Faraday had been accused, so I had paperwork to process regarding a new prosecutor. Once I had finished that, I was finally able to make a mad dash to the restroom. At least he stayed consistent on the go into the restroom part of his testimony. There's a window on the hallway side. In other words, I can see into the hallway.
Hold it!
Your Honor, did you really go to the men's bathroom? Restroom. 26 restroom. What is the meaning of that statement? Bro is stressed. I simply meant that perhaps you went to a restroom on a different floor. I had to go for such a long time. It was all I could do to dash to the closest one to the courtroom. I suppose that's only natural given his circumstances. I ran from the courtroom through this floor's main words. Once you enter, you can see this window just above the urinals. It was through that window that you witnessed Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor. That's exactly... Your Honor, there's no need to yell. I can hear you just fine. Uh-oh. I guess I put a little too much into the last answer. Now then, let's continue with the testimony. As I entered, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machine. I don't even know why I'm pressing all these things. Are you sure the person you witnessed was Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor? Yes, I'm absolutely sure. It's hard to miss someone of his stature, even from as far away as the restroom. Besides, I can't think of anyone else with that kind of hairstyle and big beige coat. Well, I was simply wondering if you were mistaken in what you saw. What? Preposterous? My eyes were sharp as can be, if I ever see through lies to the truth. Although recently, things do seem to be a bit fuzzier than they used to be. Clearly, his eyes are not the only things that have gone fuzzy. But on this thing, with all the honor and dignity of a judge, I am not mistaken in what I saw. But when I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. He disappeared, but Your Honor, didn't you just say? I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines. Why, yes, I did. The restroom window looks over the courtyard and right into the hall. You gonna make me look at this image every single time, huh? Like I saw the map the first time. Golly. That led me to the only solution to this mystery. The only solution. The detective must have gone into the crime scene lobby number 2 at that point. I'm having way too much fun. That is great. We'll press it just in case. But I don't think we... Oh, no. I am certainly calm. Nothing, anything but perfectly calm. Fears could not have been mistaken. I suppose, given his line of sight. However, Francesca, why do you suppose our lines of sight are so different? If you're referring to my height. Can't you hold that whip still for just a second? Now, about his Honor's testimony. I believe his line of sight to be an important factor. If it's that important, why don't you hurry up and tell him already? Well, but there's one more thing I need to do if I'm to correct his Honor's testimony. I'm going to need to retrace Detective Gumshoe's movements. Alright. We shall correct this one. Now, Now! It's either this one, which I don't fully think it's this one, but it could be this one, or... No. This one! Leaning towards this one. Now this is where things get sticky. Now it very well could be this one. What are we thinking? You think it's this one or do you think it's something else? Yay, nay. And if nay, what are you thinking? Because theoretically it also could be the doggone Swiss roll. Because Game Boy's playing some nonsense. I don't think it's the balloon piece. What is this? Nah. I'm gonna assume you said that one is on this one.
Objection!
Okay, cool. Yay! What was that finger wag for, Miss Edgeworth? Don't you know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving testimony? Ha! If you truly are a man of the law, then you must always be vigilant. For example, I never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by. Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life. This is what some people may say is the pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me. What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? That party here is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness. You must know the uncouth bench stillator has already been placed under arrest thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor. Oh? Well, that's good. But who was it? You were able to discover something from the smudge on the bench. Namely, Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. Not happy with committing just murder. You had to go and dirty the courthouse too? Guilty! Your Honor, please calm down. While it's true that the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench, we have not yet established that this action is related to the double murder. What do you mean? Miles, if you don't stop playing with this man, just tell him. Yeah, he bought a pack of Swiss rolls and then sat down on the bench to eat. Makes sense. Cake crumbs and pieces of chocolate on the floor under the bench. Prove the conclusion. Yes, I see you don't understand. Yes, it is. It is indeed. You're going to make me do something. I can feel it. You're going to say, Invisyble, I want you to choose. And I'm going to be like, what are you talking about? Around a grown adult's chest height. As evidence, I submit that Francesca herself was unable to see out the window. Yeah, I don't know what you thought was going to happen when you said that. Like, I knew I shouldn't have used her height as evidence. Yeah, like, come on, Miles. But basically, what this means is the area directly under the hallway window is a blind spot when the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom. Seems that you made the connection. Someone were to sit on the bench under the window. Yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe, because bro is tall, would effectively disappear from sight. What? Do you finally see, Your Honor? Testimony has just proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time. Are you challenging me, Your Honor? Sorry. I didn't mean to say it with that much enthusiasm. All I wanted to do was try saying it once. Here, let me try that again. Hold it! There's something of value that you'd like to say. Yes, actually there is. I remembered something else just now. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to testify to the court one more time. Even if we overruled him, he'd just keep on talking, wouldn't he? That might not be a bad thing. More info the better and a perfect investigation rate. Alright, we're back in it. What he saw part 2. It's possible you can't see a seated person. However, that doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked. It's true. Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. I believe in the restroom I heard the loud bang of a gunshot. Ooh! Grrrk. How was that? That is the testimony of one who judges the crimes of others. Your Honor, could you try to state the important facts first next time? I agree. Before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words. I'm sorry. Well, Honestly, I thought that sound was just a noise popper until now. Now that he mentions it, right before we started the trial, he did talk about that. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? Could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. Oh yeah, he was about to start ranting like crazy. The most critical point in this argument is when did the judge look into the hallway? Well, that lines up when the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony. What he saw, part 2. Was it really a gun that went off? That's the question. Was it really a gun? What could he have possibly heard? Now we could press all of these. We probably should press them. So we shall go ahead and press them. No point in rushing the process. Let's press. In that case, you can see that you were overconfident in your last testimony. And now hold on there. I just said it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom this time. But you know something? I don't think you know when the prints you referred were left on that bench, do you? Ooh! That's right, he's named a judge for nothing. Well, you've proven that's possible, Detective was sitting. I thought a problem with just when those fingerprints were left. Ooh, he's right. I've yet to prove when the fingerprints were left on that bench. While he feigns ignorance, His Honor has seen a lot in his life. As judge, I mustn't underestimate him. That's right, whippersnapper. He done been around the courtroom a few times.
Hold it!
As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at what point in the recess did you look into the hallway? Well, this is important. After I called for a recess, I handled a change of prosecutor paperwork. Maybe about 20 minutes until we reconvened. Yes, that sounds about right. Just as I expected. What were you expecting? I demand to know what that all-knowing smile was for. Your Honor, that statement you made just now is very important. I'm so glad I decided to press. Boy, I was about to just skip to a random part. Boy, I was about to do that wrong. Oh, this is why we always go back and press. Always press! Do I have a testimony from Detective Bath? Because if I do... Oh yeah, I got you. I caught you slipping, Judge. I do. I'm gonna click it.
Objection!
Bam! All-knowing finger wag. What the heck? You're on? I cannot allow you to make an objection. Did he cut me off? Your Honor. I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection. He can't! I've been overruled. Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste. What do you mean by that? The claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess. That's simply not possible. Mr. New Prosecutor, recommended by Manfred Vaughn. Instead of biting your tongue, why don't you bite your tongue? Preposterous. I don't wait. I hear those preposterous names. Eek. As you have no mercy for the elderly either, Francesca. It's just males, it looks like. I have yet to see her whipping a woman. Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back. With your height, you would need a step ladder or four to accomplish that. Mr. Edgeworth, my ears are not that far gone yet, I'll have you know. I can still hear just fine. And I heard the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears. Ha! Your Honor, I have here an interesting bit of testimony. It's from Detective Bad. And according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. What did you say? Your Honor, you just said you heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. They explained this glaring contradiction. There can't be. Fortunately, that is the truth. I heard it clear as day. Bang! Without sound of a gunshot. Sound of a gunshot. We keep returning to this point of contention. And a piece of evidence. I always did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand what that gunshot the judge heard really was. What did he hear? Is the question. I done clicked something I wasn't supposed to click. Oh, I can't say. Oh, I waited too long. Oh. Alright, let's see what we got. And I have balloon popping.
Take that!
The comments! The viewers are always correct. That is Invisyble. I suppose you would like me to accept that into the court record. Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony. What? Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot. Now, there is no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at that time. Therefore, you believe he must have been at the crime scene defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct? Yes, that's exactly right. Let me ask you something. Do you think that the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I've said enough that even you can figure the rest out on your own. Your Honor, you're fooled by the popping of this balloon thinking it was a gunshot. The manner trigger is this! It was good effort you put forth, Miles. But if it was me, I would have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified. Yeah, right. Well, to be honest, I did think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot. Yeah, I don't think they popped it on purpose. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy. Hey, welcome to being cross-examined. Yeah, it's difficult, man. Especially when they're poking holes in your stuff and you're not actually lying. You're telling your truth, but your truth is actually not the truth. It's crazy. There's still some things yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. And I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe. But why? I thought we just cleared his name. No, he's still kinda lying. The only thing I can do for now is to continue in my quest for the perfect explanation. To that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway. Very well. Bailiff, please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom to fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation for this case. And that, my dear people, is where we shall end our stream for. I know it's crazy. No, it's actually crazy. Do you want to save? No, apparently I guess I don't. Okay. Oh, crazy. Oh, we're in the ladder! We're in the ladder! Yay! Alright. This has been so engaging and so fun. Thank you, viewers, for participating. You have been amazing. I totally enjoy playing with you. And I fixed the lag. So although it's still lag, it's like 5 to 7 seconds now. It's no longer that like 20, 13 second, like 10-second lag. It was ridiculous. This is like much more reasonable. Like this works. This is great. Yay! It's still not as low as I'd like it to be, but hey, it could be way worse. Alright. Do I have any announcements? No, I do not. So, like, because it's great content, and you should share because other people can like engage and play, and I'm sure they just want to engage with stuff too as well. And get the right answer or get the wrong answer and just enjoy the journey. The journey's fun. You should comment because, yeah. Let me know if you're getting it right. And then you can test it in real time if you're getting it right or wrong. And you should subscribe and click the notification bell because you never know when I'm going to pop up. Alright, everybody. I'm going to cue the outro. And now that the lag is less, I might not have to do it twice. We're going to find out. I'm going to do it twice. But I'm not going to do it like that long pause I always do. It's just going to be 2 runs. Alright. Let's see. Close off. Open. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Invisyble playing Ace Attorney Investigations Collections. You all have a wonderful day and goodbye. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Invisyble playing Ace Attorney Investigation Collections. You all have a wonderful day and goodbye.